It's Thursday, October, I think it's the 15th. Yeah, around 4 o'clock. So, just lazing around. Went out and grabbed something to eat. Watched a movie. I think it was called Supernova 8 or something. Just trying to figure out life. Made a video earlier about mental health stuff. But I heard from the banker Tuesday, and well, I already knew I couldn't get a construction loan on the house, and I was hoping that I would qualify for a decent amount of money to buy something else to move on, but I only qualify for $20,000 for a loan, and I can't use the house here in Chadwick. I can't use the equity because there is no equity. I don't know about if the village's threats of eviction. I don't think they even checked with the legal department to see if that mattered. Uh, there's no equity to be taken out of the house, so the house here can't help me. So there's not really much you can find for $20,000, and anything that is $20,000 needs massive amounts of repairs. I had found something for 49, is it 40? Yeah, 49,000, and I was hoping that I'd qualify for at least 50. But I don't. I only qualify for 20, and that's basically due to my income with Social Security, but also because I still have debt. I thought that paying off, using the money from the surplus that I got, and paying down my debt would help me, and it hasn't. I paid the debt off, but it hasn't shown up on my credit report yet, so I don't know if that will raise my scores. I did talk to a realtor, and she gave me some other banking options beside the bank that I'm using. They're more used to working with people with credit problems. So, but my recent scores, when she pulled them, varied wildly, and I talk with my hands, but yeah, no, I can't get them. I can't get my credit score over 600. It ranged anywhere from lowest was, I think, 560. The highest was 592. And I joked that I'm like, I don't know, I might have to sacrifice a chicken, and uh, it was a joke. I don't think she found it funny. We were text messaging back and forth. But maybe out here in farm country, sacrificing a chicken is just all in a day's work. I have no idea. You're not allowed to have chickens in this town, but in other towns people raise chickens, so I assume they kill those chickens at some point. So, but yeah, no, I was joking. I was like, I might have to sacrifice a chicken to see if I can get my credit score up, which was a joke. I'd never sacrifice a chicken. But yeah, no. So and it's frustrating for me because when I bought my house in Plano, all of my credit scores were in the 800s. So, not having good credit, um, is kind of a foreign thing for me because, I put a lot of effort into rehabbing my credit in years past to get it up where it was, and, ending up on, disability, and losing, not being able to work like I used to. I pretty much for my whole life worked two jobs. So, yeah, so not having the money from that. And even when I went out on disability, I continued working part-time until I could no longer do that. But, yeah, so I don't bank enough money to be able to get the loan that I need to move on. So I don't really know where that leaves me. My friend is fixing my truck. He came up last week and got it. I think it was last week. Maybe it was earlier this week. I don't know. I forgot to post about it. But and he fixes. He's a mechanic. He works on airplanes, but he has a shop in his home, and he works on family and friends. And he's just charging me for the parts. He does need to charge me some labor, because he had to get somebody else to help him drop parts of the engine or something he needed help with. So, but yeah, so he's working on the truck. So it'll be basically completely overhauled by the time I get it back. But I'm gonna have to sell it, and because I need the money. An '07 Chevy Avalanche, in excellent condition, can get, I think I looked, it was $9,700. And he said, I'm like, I know it's not in excellent condition. He's like, he's like, by the time I finish working on it, it's going to be in great condition. He's like, not excellent because it's got some body rust, but, he's like, when you post it on Facebook, I'd post it for $8,500 and see what you get. So, but, yeah, no, it's looking like I'm gonna have to give him at least $500, which is nothing compared to what I would have had to pay. The guy I took it to when it got the fuel leak, he's like, you're not gonna find anybody out here to fix it for anything less than $3,000, and it'll probably be somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000 to fix just the gas, and he's fixing everything, because it was leaking oil too, and he put all new spark plugs in, and I think the antifreeze had a slow leak. So he's doing all that. So that'll be $500, and then I have to figure out how to get down there to get it, because I don't have any family out here that can drive me, and so, and I can't exactly drive the Tahoe down there, because then I've got both my vehicles down there, and the closest car rental place, I think, is in Dixon. So I don't know, because normally Enterprise will come pick you up, but I don't know with how far away Dixon is if they will actually drive all the way out here to pick me up. So I don't know. I might have to look into. I don't think there's any Uber out here. I don't know if there's any car services. Maybe I'll get a limo to drive me there. I don't know. This is me just rambling and thoughts going through my head. But yeah, so I have the cost to pay him, the cost to figure out how to get there to pick up the truck once I do. Oh, and then I didn't realize it, but the license plate stickers are expired, so that's $150 that I'll need. And then before I sell it, obviously I'd have it detailed, and cleaned. No idea how much that will cost. So, and then I need to, we were talking, I don't know where it would sell better. Out here is kind of farm country, so lots of farmers have lots of pickup trucks, and they're work trucks, so they'd probably be more forgiving of a little bit of body rust. So, but I don't know. I don't know if it'd be easier to leave it out there with him and sell it out there, or bring it back out here and sell it. But yeah, so it's, if I sell it, if I get the $8,500, that would be amazing, because then I could pay off the rest of my debt. But yeah, it still wouldn't put me in any place for the winter. And it's getting colder, so Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know, just thinking. Looked at some apartments online. A lot of them won't allow pets, and there's just no place for the dogs to go, and I don't know. I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated by this whole thing. I don't know. I'm having one of those moments that I don't know. People seem to think weird things when I post stuff, but I'm not sitting here feeling sorry for myself. I'm just shaking my head over the um, absurdity of this entire mess, and I'm wondering how the heck I got myself into it. I don't know if you can hear the wind. It's like literally, we've had wind for days, and it makes it so much colder in here, but yeah, so, but imagine that wind with snow and freezing temperatures. I'm cold now, and let's see if my phone is showing the temperature. No, it's not. But, yeah, so I'm cold now, but, yeah, so I gotta figure out something. So I don't have any family that I can go stay with, so those options are off the table. So, but, yeah, so I know I'm gonna sell my truck. I don't want to. I have wanted a pickup truck since I was 15 years old. I don't know if anybody else who grew up in Batavia remembers on Main Street across from that. I think was it the Elms, that ice cream place that was seasonal, open in the summer. But back when we were kids, it was an empty lot. Now I think it's like condos or something. But there was this fire engine red GMC Sierra, and oh my gosh, I wanted that pickup truck so bad. And I have wanted a pickup truck ever since. And so when I bought the pickup truck last May, the Chevy Avalanche, I was like, yay, I accomplished one of my dreams to own a pickup truck. And, I've only had it for a little over a year, and fuel lines, I don't know what they technically did, ruptured or broke or whatever it is fuel lines or fuel pumps do, but yeah, so there's no point in having two vehicles because I have the Tahoe now, and so it's in better shape than the Chevy Avalanche. So that will be the one I keep. So I'll have to sell. I can't talk. Sell the Chevy pickup. Because I need the money. We all make decisions. That to survive, and even though I love the pickup truck, it's just a pickup truck, so I will sell it so I can get some money. I'm not sure how much I'll get, hopefully a decent amount, but yeah, so pay off the rest of the debt, give it some time. Hopefully the credit score will come around and I won't have to sacrifice any innocent chickens. I wouldn't sacrifice a chicken, that would be horrible. But, yeah, no, I'll figure out something. I don't know. I always do. I don't know. I just can't believe I ended up in this situation. I worked so hard to make sure the village knew what I was doing, and I was honest with everyone, and thought I'd made sure people understood that I'd be living off-grid on the property while I did the rehab, and I just, I sit here and I wonder how things went so off the rails, and I can't wrap my mind around it, because I thought I did everything right, and nothing's working out, and So, but, you know, there's no point in dwelling on it. You just gotta go forward. And right now, forward for me isn't fixing up the house here in Chadwick. Because I see no point in doing that, because if they're still threatening. The last I know, I haven't picked up the paper. It should have come out it should come out yesterday. I haven't picked it up to see if there's anything in this week's paper um, about what's going on. But, you know, as of the last paper, yeah, they were still, like I said, they were threatening legal action, so, you know, they're still going forward with this nonsense, and so there's no point in putting any money into the house, because, you know, I'm not going to put money into a property that they could potentially evict me from. That doesn't make any sense in my eyes. So the only option I see going to go forward is to not be here. So you know, it's not what I would prefer. I'm sitting on property. I have a house. You know, but things fell apart. That's what happens sometimes in life. Things fall apart on you, and you just gotta pick up the pieces and go forward. It's not always easy, but yeah. So the big part of the debt is paid off. Hopefully the truck will pay off the rest. And then I didn't even realize it, and I think must be what's pulling my credit rating down. But the cat's playing with a plastic bag. I didn't realize there was a bunch of stuff in collections on my credit report. So it's a bunch of medical stuff, because she started listing like stuff in collections, and I'm like, I don't even know who these people are. And she's like, well, they're collection companies for medical. And I'm like, oh, the medical stuff. I hate the medical stuff. They get so pissed off at me because they want me to pay like $80, $90 a payment so they get paid off quickly, but I can afford maybe 10 or 15, so I start making those payments, and I guess, you know, it's not quick enough for them, so it ends up in collections, and then I pretty much stop paying, because I'm like, I'm not going to pay a collection company. I didn't have an agreement with them, but the banker's like, you have to start paying that stuff off. And it's not, well, it's a lot when you don't make a lot of money, but I think it's around $4,000, so that's another thing I'll have to pay off. And I couldn't even tell you what that is from. So, yeah, it's just ridiculous. So yeah. So, got kind of denied for another loan, because $20,000 isn't going to get me anything. That's all the bank would pre-approve me for. And the realtor, she wants me to wait a little while until the credit report shows that I paid off that $14,000 to see if that brings my credit score up, because most banks won't even loan to you unless you are, I think it's 620 or is it 640. So yeah, so she wants to see if it will increase my score, but I don't see how it will increase it enough to get a loan. So but yeah, so just, you know, I gotta work on paying off my debt and rehabilitating my credit score, and selling the truck, and you know, those are all things I need to work on. But the more immediate need right now is someplace for the winter, so I haven't figured that out. Yeah, I don't know. I was driving around the next town over, just kind of going up and down streets, seeing if anybody had like basically like how I have like a shed or like a building, because there's a lot of farmhouses and places out here where they've pretty much kind of done this. They've converted like a little shed or something into like a little um kind of almost living quarters where it's got electricity and heat and stuff. Um so just kind of looking around to see if anybody had anything in the next town over, and I didn't really see anything. So, and like I said, the apartments um or any rental properties, either it's out of my budget or they don't allow pets, because my budget, yeah, maybe max like $300. Um, because yeah, I've said it before, I'm broke. There's just not enough money to go around. So, yeah, I'm even trying to figure out where I'll get the money to pay my friend for all the repairs he's doing on the truck. But so this is just me rambling. Don't feel sorry for me. Don't offer to send me money. Don't. This is just me talking because I need, the dogs are, great, but they don't really have the greatest advice. They just want milk bones. So, this is just me talking and verbalizing and getting it out, because you know how sometimes things make more sense when you can talk about them. So, yeah, so this is just me talking. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm not asking for help. I'm not doing any of those things. This is just me, working things out, thinking things through, wondering what my next move is going to be. I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. I always do. I figure with everything, I've got stacked against me. I get up every day, I smile, I take Rainbow for a walk, I clean and pick up a little around here, I still drag my arse to the laundromat and do laundry, and I get up every day and, I try to make the best of it. So yeah, so I will figure something out. I just, you just need time, and eventually something comes to you. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let the dogs out for the last time before it gets dark. Hopefully Peanut doesn't blow away. It is so windy. It's just insane. There's garbage all over my yard. My neighbor's tree, all of its leaves are dumped on my front yard. It's just insane. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with all those leaves, but they're mostly in the front yard. The backyard, I've got, from when I catch rainwater, I have gallon buckets that I put it in, and they're kind of blown all over the yard. So I'm sure the neighbors are loving that. So, but there's not a lot I can do. I've picked them up a couple times and I've put them back in the box they were stored in, and the wind is so strong it just blows them back out. So hopefully the wind will die down soon so I can get the yard picked up. And I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm just being stupid. You little snit. Sienna tried to jump and rip another butterfly off my wind charm. Wind chime. But, I forget what I was talking about. I get so distracted. It doesn't take much. Oh well. Alright. Later.